Welcome back. Let's take a look at some sports. Here's Charles Aruka.
Welcome to Sports News. North Korea have emerged champions of the 2016 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup for a second time. North Korea edged out Japan 5-4 on penalties after an enthralling goalless draw at the Amman International Stadium in Jordan. Ryo Kanekatsu was the only player of the 10 to miss, blasting her spot kick wide, which allowed Kim Pom-ui to slot home the winner and regain a trophy for the North Koreans, first one 8 years ago in New Zealand.
Kanekatsu of Japan, the only player to miss. 5 out of 5 for Korea DPR, and they are the queens of this tournament in 2016. Look at the joy. They kept their...
And Barcelona striker Neymar has signed a new contract which keeps him at the Camp Nou until the summer of 2021. The Catalan club fixed his buyout clause at £181 million for the first year of his new contract, £200 million for the second year, and $226 million for the remaining 3 years of his deal. Barcelona signed the Rio Olympics gold medalist from Santos in 2013 and he has gone on to become one of the game's biggest superstars. He has won La Liga and Copa del Rey twice, the Champions League, European Super Cup and the Spanish Super Cup. In England, Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho says he'll no longer call Stanford Bridge a lucky ground ahead of the game against Chelsea on Sunday. Mourinho holds the record for the longest unbeaten home streak during his 2 stints as Chelsea boss in his first spell from 2004 to 2007 and his return from 2013 until April 2014. Mourinho was unbeaten at the Bridge. Sunderland ended that record by winning 2-1, and since then Mourinho lost a further 6 matches in all competitions. And in Asia, Thailand's Football Association FAT has said it would ban cheering at next month's 2018 World Cup qualifier against Australia as the nation mourns the death of King Bhumibol. Thailand initially tried to change the venue of the November the 15th match after the Thai king, the world's longest reigning monarch, died last Thursday, plunging the kingdom into grief, but Australia refused the request. Thailand's military has asked the public to tone down entertainment for at least 30 days, triggering the cancellation of dozens of sporting events, concerts and other festivals. The association has already cancelled the remainder of the domestic football season. That's the final whistle on Sports News, and back to Joma with the rest of the news at 10.
The UN has described the situation in Syria's second largest city, Aleppo, as a slaughterhouse. UN Human Rights Chief said the siege and bombardment on the city were among crimes of historic proportions committed in the country. Nearly 500 people have been killed since Syrian forces, backed by Russian airstrikes, began an assault there a month ago. The UN, however, says that lack of security guarantees has forced it to delay plans to carry out medical evacuations from Aleppo as it sought to take advantage of a second humanitarian pause declared by Russia. But there are very few people taking advantage of that offer, with rebel factions asserting that it would amount to forced displacement and surrender. 4 migrants have been killed during an attack on a Libyan migrant boat. At least 150 people had been on board the speedboat labelled Libyan Coast Guard when it fell into the water in the course of the attack. The motive for the attack is not clear, but the spokesperson for a migrant rescue organisation, Sea-Watch, said the attackers were attempting to steal the boat's engine. He said the violent intervention of the Libyan Coast Guard caused a situation of mass panic on board the rubber boat. Though Italy's Coast Guard confirmed that the Sea-Watch had been involved in some of the rescue operations that took place today, it said it had no information about the attack yet. Now, South Africa has become the latest to begin the process of withdrawing from the international legal body, that's the ICC. Media in the country say they have gotten hold of copies of the instrument of withdrawal signed by the country's foreign minister. At a press conference earlier today, Justice Minister Michael Masuta said the government would table legislation in Parliament to withdraw South Africa from the ICC. The Rome Statute, under which the ICC was set up, required the arrest of heads of state for whom a warrant was issued. Justice Masota said the consequence of this would be a regime change, and the statute was incompatible with South African legislation, which gives heads of state diplomatic immunity. Let's move on to some entertainment news tonight. Nollywood welcomes new thriller Oloibiri to the big screens at a star-studded event here in Lagos. And here's Maiwa Ogundele with details.
Well, many thanks. On entertainment news tonight, Nigerian singer Arese Mokwae, who won the musical reality talent search The Voice recently, is set to debut her own original songs. The singer revealed that she would be performing original songs as she shares the stage with African music greats including Jonathan Butler and South African house group Mikasa at the A Night at the Casbah concert.
You'll get to see me at different stages in my career through those few songs. So the show will definitely show a few different sides of RSA, as well as some songs, some covers you've heard me do before.
And Rock Nation singer Tiwa Savage has expressed excitement at the prospect of sharing the stage with Juju music legend King Sunny Ade for his 70th birthday concert. The singer, in an interview with Entertainment News on Channels Television, said although she shared the stage with the Juju legend previously, she still knows she would learn a thing or two again from the next concert.
You know, I've shared the stage with him many times, and KSA will come on and the sound will be clean and clear, and then when I come on afterwards, I'm like, what happened to my mic? Why is my own mic not sounding as clear as the King?
On to movies now. Nollywood welcomes new thriller Oloibiri to the big screens at a star-studded event in Lagos. The movie, which stars Nollywood actors Richard Mofe-Damijo, Olu Jacobs, Taiwo Ajayi-Lycett, Ivie Okujaye, and several others, weaves a compelling story of greed, poverty, and vengeance against the backdrop of Oloibiri, the rural community in present-day Bayelsa State, where oil was first discovered in Nigeria. The event was well attended by movie stars and top dignitaries, including former head of state Yakubu Gowon, as well as former Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Chief Emeka Anyaoku. And that's it on entertainment. Thank you for watching. Let's return to the rest of the news.
Thanks a lot, Maiwa. And the main news again. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission today re-arrested the former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode, at the Federal High Court premises in Lagos. Mr. Fani-Kayode had earlier dropped a hint of plans by the anti-graft body to arrest and detain him. Also today, the former House Committee Chairman on Appropriation, Abdulmumin Jibrin, filed a fresh human rights violation suit against Speaker Yakubu Rugara and the House of Representatives leadership. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Idroma Hunyato. Do have a good night.